Elon Trump coup. Are they winning? No. How do we know? How do we know, Darren? Well, there's been 36 federal rulings in the last 8.5 weeks. How many have they won? One, the right to present a buyout for federal employees. And oh, by the way, today they just lost another one. Hey, the judge just said, listen, today, y'all got to return every bit of USAID back. You have broken several constitutional laws. And then on top of that, they got hundreds of cases in the work right now. And, oh, it gets better. And Donald Trump today is calling for the impeachment of one of the judges. And it ticked off the judges and the judicial branch so much that Justice John Roberts, his boy in the Supreme Court, said, he rebuked Trump basically. He said, listen, we've learned for the last 2 centuries that impeaching judges is not the way to go. That's why we have a judge review board. But he's going to try it, and he's going to lose, because in order to impeach a judge, you got to have 2/3 of the Senate. He might get the House of Representatives, but he don't have 2/3 of the Senate. He don't have 70 voting block of the Senate. It's not happening. It's not happening. This is hilarious. And the judge, there's no grounds to really impeach a judge, or even with a review board hearing. The judge is doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing by all accounts, and other legal professionals, other judges. But I tell you what he is doing. I tell you what Donald Trump is doing. Trump is pissing off the judges in the judicial branch. Do you think that's going to have some weight on how his cases go? He got a bunch of cases in right now. There's going to be hundreds of cases. We're up to, think about it like this. We're up to 35 court cases, 36, that have happened in the last 8.5 weeks. We got another 200 weeks to go in his presidency, and we got another 41 weeks to go in this year. It is on. It is on, but we're winning. We're winning. So much for the coup. I told y'all weeks ago, when that USAID went down, I said, they're going to reverse that. They breaking law. They're going to reverse it. And if they try to ignore it, guess what's going to happen? Here's what's going to happen. Got to take the glasses off for this. Here's what's going to happen. The U.S. attorneys are going to lose their license, their jobs, and possible freedom if they do not do what the judge says. Understand how serious this is. Do you know they're filing court documents? There are higher-ups in the DOJ, Department of Justice, filing court documents, when normally regular lower-end U.S. attorneys file those court documents. Why? Because there are U.S. attorneys on the inside that are denying to get involved. It breaks the law. Why do you think the 7 U.S. attorneys out of New York, that's never ever happened, resigned several weeks ago over Eric Adams? They're like, oh, you breaking the law. We're not going to do that. See, U.S. attorneys are going to be the one that gets hit if they don't follow these rules. They're the first ones that are going to get hit. It's not going to be directly on Trump or Vance or on Bondi, though it could reach up to Bondi. But the first group is going to be the U.S. attorneys. And if they don't follow the law, baby, their career is over. Who wants to ruin their career? Oh, by the way, the 35 wins that we have now, one of which was the American Bar Association. So if you're thinking they won't get rid of their license, oh, yes, they will. Oh, yes, they will. Oh, you going to do a coup? We're going to stop the trillions. Oh, you going to do a coup? We're going to bring back tens of thousands of jobs like they did last week with darn near every department, from the Department of Defense, VA office, agriculture, Homeland Security, you name it, USAID. And now they're saying USAID, y'all gotta reverse all that stuff you just did. You got to bring that beat back. So much for the coup. Yeah, here's the thing. Do not confuse. One, know the score. Have I earned your subscription? If you're not subscribed already, think about it like this. I'm not asking for it. I'm earning it, and understand what this really means. Okay? And if you're over on another social media, go over to YouTube, Darren Monroe Politics, and subscribe. I go even deeper on YouTube. So I may put this on Instagram as well. Understand what we're doing right here. Understand what's happening right now. Right now, we need to keep score of all the wins we have, not just for good thoughts, but to understand what's really happening. We over here, our tribe, we do not confuse execution with effectiveness. They're executing, but they're not effective. How do we know? 35-1. That's how we know. So much for the coup. So if you're freaking out over all the stuff they do, just remember this. All of that stuff is getting reversed. Oh, you're going to fire the inspector generals, the FBI, CIA? Boom, give them back. Oh, you're going to freeze trillions of dollars? Boom, give them back. And oh, boom, you're not releasing the funds quick enough? Give them back. Oh, you're going to mess with Social Security inner workings in their service? Boom, get them back. There's still stuff in the works. But they got a plan, and their plan is failing. Their plan involves this. I'll end it off with this. The plan involves them breaking laws by defunding everything so that they can privatize it, and the people they named to get the privatized contract has already paid them off on the low through meme coin. Trump's meme coin paid him off on the low through his family and private practice. And basically they get a bag off that. That's just one of the several ways they get a bag. But they're going to get a bag off this. But if the judges find it illegal, kick it up to the appeals court. If the appeals court find it illegal, kick it up to the Supreme Court. The first Supreme Court already has kicked it down to the lower courts, and you are pissing off the Supreme Court. How do we know? Because today, for the first time in history, John Roberts, a justice, and a justice has never ever done this, has rebuked Trump, saying, if you're going to impeach a judge, understand this. We've had this debate for the last 2 centuries. We don't impeach judges. We don't do that. We have judge review boards. He's pissed. And I'm going to tell you right now, pissing off the judicial branch from the Supreme Court down, circuit court judges, appeal judges, is not a good thing. They are ready for that smoke. Remember, we're a decentralized government. You're not going to whip our ass. You're not going to do it because we're a decentralized government. The president, the judicial branch, and the legislative branch. Now, which branch has been represented the most? The judicial branch. We're winning.